All right, top girls' performances of the year. How about Brunswick's Sabrina Armstrong? She was on fire opening night, 30 points against Morris. Gorham's super sophomore Mackenzie Holmes put up 32 points, 10 boards against Greeley. And Anna DeWolf of Greeley, she fills the stat sheet, 31 points, 8 boards, 5 assists against Cape Elizabeth. All right, one of the great stories of this year's basketball season is a few years in the making. The Winthrop girls basketball team was on the brink of folding 3 years ago, but an outside-the-box idea saved the program, and it's paying off this year as the Ramblers are back in the playoffs 2 years after fielding just a JV team. The Winthrop girls basketball team has found success this winter after a long road of failure, dating back to a winless freshman year for this year's seniors.
Just being blown out over and over wasn't helping us. Like, we couldn't really work on basic things that we needed to learn. A lot of us started playing basketball late.
And the agonizing choice was made to not field the varsity team and play as JVs 2 years ago.
We just were focused on fundamentals and working together and building up a team again, and it was a good move. I think it was, obviously we felt a little discouraged at first, but looking back, it was definitely the best decision for this team.
The seniors take pride in the tough choices they made to rebuild the program.
We used to not have anybody come to the games or anything, and like we have a huge student section now. It's a lot of fun.
You know, we built up the team from losing from 60 to 6 and stuff like that. Like, that was like definitely, we're proud to say that we've been able to be a part of that.
Winthrop grabbed a 9 seed and will be in the mix in the C-South tournament, which should have some intrigue. Richmond's perfect season gives them the number 1 seed. Sydney Tilton averages a double-double, and a veteran backcourt gives the Bobcats high hopes. Boothbay's the defending regional champ. Standouts like Paige Brown, Faith Blethen, and Kate Friant give the Seahawks the firepower to be the last team standing. Monmouth won't be afraid of a matchup with Boothbay as they beat the Seahawks. Tia Day is one of the best long-range shooters around. Old Orchard Beach hopes its tough schedule prepared them. Brianna Plant is one of the region's top playmakers at point guard. All right, Michael Hoffer rejoins us in Class C. Boothbay, despite being a 2 seed, is the front runner.
Right, and they had a lot of hunger there after losing to Narraguagus in the state game last year. And as you mentioned, Faith Blethen, one of their top players, she actually missed the one game they lost to Monmouth, and now she's back. And of course, Paige Brown, the 2-time player of the year, is back. So they're going to be very hungry. And Monmouth's going to be right there too, a very deep team. If they do battle, that's going to be a very interesting contest.
Absolutely. Madison possibly in the battle there too with LeBlanc and Wood. Very good backcourt for that team, Michael. All right. When it comes to the Class C boys tournament, you know what? It's been the North's battle the last few years. The North has won the last 4 C championships, and I think 9 of the last 11, my script tells me. And that's right. These are some of the front runners for this year's C championship. Unbeaten Winthrop boasts the MVC Player of the Year in Jacob Hickey, along with a supporting cast that's improving. The Ramblers have learned to play with a target on their back this year.
Last year we came into the season kind of hunting a team, Dirigo. This year we're the hunted. We have that target on our back. So dealing with that is a little bit different for us. We never had that before. We always have teams giving us their best every night.
At Richmond, the Bobcats possess one of the state's top scorers in Zach Small, who's been known to put up 40 some nights. Madison's a contender, and with Mitch Jarvis, they have one of the top big men in Class C. NYA's had its best season in years. Veterans Haven Cutco and Jake Malcolm complement one another, while freshman Tiandre King's one of the best offensive rebounders around. And don't forget up north, George Stevens, the defending state champs, unbeaten with All-State guard Taylor Schildroth. So a couple unbeatens on both sides of the bracket. Winthrop, Jacob Hickey saw all kinds of defenses this year and seemed to beat them all. Yeah. And the guys around him stepping up. Halldale is a good, young, improving team. Boyer and Byron in the backcourt. That is a team that is hoping to make a run here. But maybe the best story in Class C, Michael, is NYA.
Yeah, what a great season for the Panthers. Coach Jason Knight's done a tremendous job getting that program to the point where they're now the number 4 seed after winning 13 games. And you mentioned the Malcolm and Cutco and King, that triumvirate. They're going to be very, very tough to beat up in Augusta. And another team to watch is Waynfleet. They've won 2 of the last 3 regional titles. I know they've struggled a little bit this year, but don't write them off.
Absolutely, Michael. Agree with you on all of that. All right, now over the years, basketball seen its fair share of trends take hold of the sport, from short shorts to long shorts, flat tops to afros, set shots to Euro steps. In Maine, a frenzy's been building for a few years, but has exploded this winter and has nothing to do with what happens on the court during the game.
A 6-foot senior forward, number 21.
These days, you want to find your seat well before tip-off time, as players are putting on a show before the show. with their pregame introduction handshakes.
I think it's a fun way for us to get focused and kind of connect with each other right before the game.
Basketball is a game of showmanship and creativity. Those qualities have helped create some elaborate pregame handshakes.
When I was younger, I always see the older guys have handshakes, and I thought it was pretty cool, so I just want to have one of my own.
Sometimes having one of your own means borrowing from someone else, as Falmouth's Sean Walsh has done.
I did take something from LeBron. Yeah, I saw that. I think it was when he was on the Heat. I saw that and I liked it, and I kind of like put that in the back of my mind. I thought about that and I brought it out this year.
Each handshake has its own complexities, but like most things, practice makes perfect. Like at South Portland, where they aren't just done pre-game.
It just happens every day. If we see each other in the hall, we just do it real quick, and then when it comes game time, it's just easy.
With intricate moves and perfected choreography, one wrong move can mess up the whole routine. And the hardest job goes to the bench player, who greets their teammates on the floor and has to remember all the moves.
Do you ever get anxiety about it? You're out
A little bit, like when I'm standing out there and I'm just like waiting for them to be called out. I'm like, okay, I gotta remember.
What if the starting lineup changes, like that day or the day before a game?
It has once, and we just made sure to do it in the locker room before the game. Wasn't too stressful. And then we've changed one after a loss for try to change the luck a bit.
Superstition, style points, degree of difficulty, all factor in. And everyone has an opinion as to whose handshake is the best.
I would have to say Corey's, her leapfrog. You can see in the crowd, everyone just starts laughing and they're like, what just happened? And it's just a funny way to start the game.
So what are my favorites from this year in no particular order? A top 5, DeAndre James of Levitt, the praying monk. Kennebunk's Cole Hoffman comes out with the mean uppercut. Wyndham's Nazari Henderson and Hunter Coffin with the frisk because, he's shooting a weapon. Multiple entry, Seacoast Christian's Caleb Lacroix and Gardner's Kyle Joseph, both with variations on the Ezekiel Elliott. You gotta feed him. And the aforementioned leapfrog from Yarmouth's Corey Langenbach. Some good stuff created before the games. All right, moving back to our tournament breakdowns, the Class B South Girls Playoff is a good one as it looks to be wide open, but with a clear favorite at the same time. After a state final loss last year, Gray's been on a mission going 17-1, with its only loss coming to Class A Greeley. The Patriots feature experience at all 5 positions on the floor. Mountain Valley grabbed the 2 seed after a 16-2 year. The Falcons' Ashley Russell is a versatile guard who leads the way. Wells closed the season strong and features 3 players, Allie O'Brien, Natalie Thurber, and Taryn Lambert, that were on the Warriors' Final Four team from 3 years ago. Yarmouth's had a resurgence. The Clippers aren't flashy, but behind seniors Corey Langenbach and Allison Clark, the Clippers have learned to win. All right, Gray's had some teams that can rebound and defend, and they still win. This team can rebound, defend, and shoot, and they're winning. Anyone else in the bracket?
Right, I think Gray's going to be very tough. They've found a way to win tough games. Yarmouth has made great strides, their best season in 12 years. Look out for them, possibly in the semis for Gray and Gloucester. And Wells, which finished strong with a big win over Yarmouth last night. Another team certainly to watch there.
Definitely. Freeport, a great season as well, sneaking in, trying to make some noise at the bottom of the bracket. Now in the B South Boys Tournament, more teams had losing records than winning records in that region, and defending champion Lake Region will play a prelim game. With big men Nolan Haggerty and Alexander Medinisa leading the way, Yarmouth is the B South favorite. The Clippers' only 2 losses came against A top seed Greeley. Spruce Mountain is the number 2 seed. Phoenix point guard Austin Darling is one of the top playmakers in the region. Wells has championship experience, as many of its standouts won a football title. Owen Berry has been good in the clutch, but the Warriors like to push it. They've scored over 80 3 times this year. That bracket starts with Yarmouth.
It does, and for good reason. They're clearly the best team going in. I think they're the team to beat. If they play well, they're going to come out of the region and have a chance to win their first state title in 5 years. I think one team that Yarmouth is certainly very conscious of, though, is Wells. Wells gave them a tough game in the finale last night. So if there's a team to watch, maybe knocking off the Clippers, it would probably be the Warriors in the South.
Yeah, and Spruce Mountain, Coach Bessie's going to have the respect card going, and he's got a really good backcourt. Darling, one of my favorite guys to watch in the state. Oak Hill with Marcus Bailey will be thinking upset as well. All right, top performances of the year. How about this? Jordan Bagshaw of Greeley, a school record 9 threes in a 33-point game against Gray. Not to be outdone, Austin Boudreau of Thornton, a school record 10 threes and 30 points. Let's go to the defensive end. Yarmouth's Nolan Haggerty, a one-man block party versus Greeley. 9 blocks in that game. Zach Mnuchin of Westbrook, he would score as many as Marshwood would put up on this night, getting 39 points in a Westbrook win. More Hoops 8 Tournament Preview Show. When we come back, we go to the Double A's.